You don't know the power
of gaming on the
dark side.
Yo, what is going on, COD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder.
And we got a special guest calling us right now.
Hey BN, it's BDO.
BDO? Why the hell are you calling me? You here to call me about the end of your season?
Yeah, listen. We fucked up.
What are you talking about?
Zone 4, the last fight.
Things got out of control and,
We captured the dragon first.
What?
We're keeping it the rest of the season.
Didn't you watch my video? How are you going to beat MILF like that?
yeah. That's not gonna happen.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Darth Shigong from Gaming on the Dark Side, GOTDS. And as always, you know, we got this coming at you with another video for Call of Dragons. And I couldn't help myself. I had to jump in on the discussion stemming from Boss Nasty's video about winners, losers, objective versus subjective, whatever you want to call it. It was an interesting take, and well, you know, might as well talk about it from my point of view. For my viewers that like to listen to my voice. So let's go ahead and get started, huh? So, Boss Nasty had an interesting take, right? As far as I can tell, he was kind of trying to look at it from, I guess, maybe a more of a macro point of view when it comes to end of season, because he's looking at the EIS, BXS, TFS, that server that was going on there, and basically saying that, hey, just because EIS had taken the dragon and they've defended that position well, right? Basically a stalemate with TFS, and that technically you could say it was a win, but because they hadn't pushed out TFS, they're not being super aggressive, that there's still, in his opinion, no clear-cut winner yet. And on one aspect, I can say, okay, hey, technically the season's not over yet, right? I mean, we still have a couple days left. By some crazy miracle, TFS can push through that choke point, get the dragon, and then quote-unquote win the season, right? But it's probably not going to happen. I really don't see it happening unless this video lights a fire to everyone on TFS and they say, dude, I can't believe Darth Shigong has lost faith in us. We got to go attack, you know? Then maybe they'll muster up and they'll get into it. But I highly doubt it. I just don't see it happening, right? And in my opinion, I feel that, hey, the whole point of the game, right, is to win the dragon, is to get to the dragon. That's been the objective for every alliance that I know of since the start of the game. I mean, when I first started the game, everyone was all cool to get the dragon. Obviously, when I started the game, I was such weak sauce. Man, we were, getting the dragon was not our thing. We just wanted to get a single behemoth. And in our first season, I was pretty happy because we ended up getting quite a few behemoths. But, you know, that was just our objective. We were just even happy to get what we had. And then the next few seasons was just about survival. And then after that, it was always, hey, maybe we'll be part of a team that at least gets to the dragon so we can get to Zone 4 so we can farm. That was kind of our way of quote-unquote winning that season, which, once again, right, hey, that's not a win in the sense that we got the dragon, but it's a win for us because we got better. So, I guess when I'm really thinking about it, there could be subjectively different points of view on what counts as a quote-unquote win. However, when it comes to the game as a whole, I'm sorry. You know, you get the dragon, right? You get to Zone 4, you beat everyone else up, you get the dragon, you hold the dragon, you won the season. Whether you push everyone out of your Zone 4 or not, that's just gravy, right? If you can get everyone out of the zone and then, like, you know, push them all the way back to Zone 1 even and just really rub salt in that wound, that's just more for bragging rights, right? But you got the dragon, you're going to get the best rewards in the game. That's the whole point, right? No one's going to sit there and say, hey, I'm so happy that we got the Zone 4, but we got stifled there, but we held ourselves there and, you know, to the very end. So therefore, we're the real winners. That's not how it goes, right? I mean, it just doesn't. You don't play a football game and say, hey, well, just because they beat us by 1 point, technically, yeah, they won, but really, we won because we played the entire game. You know, there's no participation trophies, right? And all that stuff. That's not how it works. There's winners, there's losers. I mean, you go to Ricky Bobby, man. If you ain't winning, you're losing. And that's just the way it is. And that's how I'm looking at it. So I just really can't subscribe to the objective point of view that there is a stalemate and therefore there's no clear-cut winner, when objectively there is a winner because they have the dragon. I'm sorry, unless they somehow lose it, they've won that season, right? And, you know, obviously, hey, I'm over here working with BDO, and, you know, it ain't over till the fat lady sings it. Everyone was singing our death songs, right? They thought that BDO was done when we got stuck on that plateau for a bit, but they weren't ready for the tidal wave that came out of us, right? Our leadership was rallying us. Everyone was behind it. I mean, it was a whole team effort, and everyone came together and pulled it off. And they pulled off, in my opinion, the greatest comeback of this entire game's history so far, right? And all, I mean, it is it. And I mean, now there's videos that'll be made about it. There's already videos that are made about it. I have some stuff in the pipeline that I'm still working on. I'm really behind on my videos right now, so, but I really wanted to jump on this one because obviously a lot of people are talking about it. I do subscribe actually to Boss Nasty's channel. I have nothing against the dude and all that. I watch his videos. And when this one came out, I was probably like a lot of you guys, just like, I did a spit take, right? I mean, I'm glad that I was not facing my computer when he said what he said, because it would have gotten soaked with my coffee. I was like, what? What do you mean? There, you know, it's a stalemate when you look at it. I'm like, that's not how that works. It would be a stalemate if no one had gotten to the dragon yet. The dragon is still empty. No one has claimed it yet, and they're both holding each other off, and no one can gain ground to get to it. That would be a stalemate. But it's not a stalemate when the objective of that zone is to get that behemoth, and someone got the behemoth. I'm sorry, they have met the objective. And then for the additional takes from the doubling down videos that have come out since, right? You have these, you have some of these guys talking, and I really don't know who they are. I really don't follow the big players in Call of Dragons that much that I know people by their names, really. But these guys were talking, and I mean, they're basically saying, well, hey, you know, would you consider it, you know, who do you consider like more respectable? Someone who keeps on fighting or someone who's just surviving? Like, what kind of question is that? Just surviving. I mean, that's a very loaded way of trying to do it, right? If you were talking to me in a jury trial, I would say the objection, Your Honor. That's leading the witness by saying the question, you just said it, right? There was no one just surviving if they were literally, their game plan was to hold the defense, right? Defense is a game plan. Defense is a strategy, all right? If you are being overran or you're running against someone who's a lot stronger than you are, I'm sorry. That is it. Yeah, don't check your phone or your tablet, guys. That was my wife texting me. So sorry about that. Anyways, but yeah, no, that is it, right? That is an actual viable strategy, and there's nothing wrong with that, because it's just important. You know, you can't just be having both people constantly attacking. Just by the nature of war, there's going to be one person who's technically advancing, and the other person is either holding or trying to advance back, right? But I mean, they're not both trying to advance at the same time, you know, because I mean, it leaves something else open, right? There's always a defense and there is an offensive mentality. If that's the mentality, right? If people want to have the mentality like, oh, well, defense, that's just basically surviving, then I wonder, does their alliance leave the passes in between regions undefended? Because I mean, oh shoot, we can't defend a pass because that would technically be us just surviving. We're not really playing the game to win. No, you guys hold your passes as you push through. You're not going to leave it with no troops in it as you're still trying to push your way through. You're going to make sure that it's defended. I mean, there has to be some form of defense at some point in time, especially if they start pushing back, like, oh, well, we'll just leave it undefended and we'll fight and all that. No, you're part of your defense is holding that pass and then pushing forward. And it's the same with a choke point in the game. Choke points are, in a sense, their own version of a pass. If you get there, you hold it, and that's part of the strategy. No one, no one truly believes that the situation was reversed and TFS had somehow gotten that choke point first and they held it, that anybody would say, oh, well, sorry, TFS technically hasn't won. They have the dragon and the territory advantage in the sense of like where they are pass-wise, and everyone's having to attack them, and they can just hold it to infinity. They've lost. I mean, if you go to the Battle of Troy, right? The only way the Trojans were able to get through, not the Trojans, the Greeks were able to get through, was with the Trojan horse, right? They had to sneak their way inside the defenses because they couldn't penetrate the defenses. No one was saying that Troy lost up until they were dumb enough to let in the freaking Trojan horse. But they had it. Just hold your defenses. We just got to hold this here. I mean, siege warfare has been a thing for centuries, right? People attacked castles. Castles were hard to take. You were defending your castle. That was part of your strategy. And then they had to develop new ways of sieging that sucker out, starving you out, whatever it was. But there had to be an offense and there had to be a defense. And if it could turn around and all that stuff, I mean, you're not always on one side or the other. And it goes. So that's just my take on it. Like I said, I'll agree that subjectively different players can view how they win, quote unquote, win their season. You know, if we're a small alliance and we were able to grow our power base, right? We were able to push closer to T5. We were able to secure a new alliance with a stronger alliance and all that stuff, and strong more friendships. Those are all quote unquote wins, right? But they're not the win of the game, of the season, right? There's only one Super Bowl champion. There's only one person that wins the World Series. Yeah, all these teams that played, they played hard, they all deserve to be respected for it, but there's really only going to be one winner, you know? Just because I won my division doesn't mean that I won the Super Bowl. That's not how it works. Yeah, I'm a division winner, but I'm not the Super Bowl winner. You know, hey, yes, TFS got to Zone 4, they pushed hard, they did great, but they didn't win in the sense that they didn't get the dragon. I'm sorry, that's just how it is and all that stuff. And if they want to come at me for that, then that's on them. And all, but I mean, that's just the way it is. So this is an interesting take, right? Boss Nasty definitely did it. Hey, I'll say this though, if anything, man, his freaking videos that he talked about this, I would say he probably has the most views and most comments I've seen on any of his videos were on here. So being controversial definitely works. I mean, hell, look, I'm making a video about it. So this is crazy, right? It's a good thing. And hey, people are welcome to their opinion. People are welcome to have these different points of view. And I definitely welcome that because it gets us all talking, gets us riled up, gets us wanting to do more and all that. But hey, you know, at the end of the day, I'm glad that we have everyone who's playing the game, whether you're TFS or in my case, whether you're MILF, COC, all those guys. I'm glad that you guys are all playing the game because without everyone playing the game, there'd be no game for us to play. I know we have our enemies, you know, and people that we might not like and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that everybody's playing this. And I hope that we get more people playing it. And I hope that we try to stay not toxic about it. But hey, we're not always going to agree. And that's just the way it is. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. I will have some shorts, so I made some small little things just to kind of keep beating this dead horse because it was just too funny. I had too many ideas for intros. So I'm going to toss those out as YouTube shorts. So if you guys are interested in seeing those, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you guys know when new videos and new things of mine are coming out. I am trying to get on this, guys. I really am. And your support, whether it's just a thumbs up or a comment, whether you agree with me or not, definitely goes a long way, and I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you all so much. I'm your boy Darth Shigong here, and until I see you guys again, I hope to catch all of you gaming on the dark side.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the ninth inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, hear them scream. Okay, it's a dream, and I pray as a team. One day it'd be me. If I want it, then I get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay, I just visit. Have no shame, I admit it. Looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me.